Well, hello, darlings, and yippee-ki-yay, Musey lovers. Are you ready for part 2 of my scariest 911 call happened on my first night? It's actually named a couple things. It's also called my scariest 911 call happened during training, depending on which subreddit you put it on. I'm going with happened on my first night, just to make the thumbnail easier for my editor. But no babbling. Let's get right back into that story and see what the heck is going on. And the author again is Ronnie14, and I'll put his subreddit down below. He's got a lot of great stories. And here we go. Leaning in toward Tanaya, Kelly pointed at the screen. Okay, your call's coming in. Right there. Click it and you'll follow the script. Okay, said Tanaya. We'll hear everything, so don't be nervous. Tanaya's trembling hands put on the headset. She smiled at me. Ooh, child. You got the volume up, right? Miss Wilder asked Kelly. Yes, ma'am, Kelly replied as she backed away from the desk. Curious, Catherine looked toward Miss Wilder. Is it busy today? Miss Wilder gave her a mischievous smile. Oh, it will be, trust me. Like an apocalyptic alarm, a ringing phone blared through the room, straight from the laptop. The sound jolted Tanaya into a frenzy. Oh, Jesus, she shouted. Answer it, Miss Wilder said. Recovering fast, Tanaya's focus overtook her goofy charm. She clicked on the call. Static blared off the laptop speakers. Like a lost signal on the radio. Everything was white noise. Unease crossed Tanaya's face. Columbus 911, what's the address of your emergency? Just a sea of static greeted her. Wave after wave of mechanical screams. Columbus 911, what's the address of your emergency? Tanaya repeated. Nothing. The steady static sliced through the air. I thought I could even hear footsteps through that noise. Even faint voices. Keep going, Miss Wilder commanded to Tanaya. Tanaya kept her eyes on the screen. Columbus 911, what's your... A sudden click cut her off. A hollow dial tone blared like a heart monitor's flatline. Defeated, Tanaya just shook her head. Ooh, child. No! You did good, Miss Wilder reassured her. Through the fear, Tanaya snatched off the headset. Definitely, Kelly added. Miss Wilder faced the rest of us. Just remember, never hang up. Tanaya cracked a nervous smile. Woo, I was about to. That shit weirded me out. Keeping her scholarly seriousness, Miss Wilder faced her. Well, those kind of calls happen all the time, so you better get used to them. Patrick was next. He wasn't eager, to say the least. Even his wacky coolness morphed into anxiety once he put on that headset. I flashed him a reassuring smile. He just offered me his cute grin and an awkward laugh. Overbearing as always, Miss Wilder stayed right on him. Now just use the manual if you have to. Yes, ma'am, Patrick said. Tanaya gave me a light punch on the arm. You ready? She teased. Not at all, girl, I replied. Man, you got this. She looked over at Patrick. You better answer that call, Patrick. Patrick smirked. I'll try. Another ring interrupted us. Okay, Patrick said, trying to calm himself. But those rings were painful shocks to us newbies. Even when we weren't the ones answering, the rest of us stayed nervous. After all, we'd grown close over the course of training. A call-taker commune, if you will. Patrick forced himself to answer. Columbus 911, what's the address of your emergency? He asked with the memorized, mechanical tone we'd all mastered for the opening question. Even more turbulent static rang out. Patrick cringed at the sound. Hell, we all did. The concert of hissing continued, loud and disorienting. Aggravated, Tanaya covered her ears. Damn, girl, what is that? But to me, there was no doubt. This had to be the same color. I could hear the same movement in the background, the same low, muffled voices, the same fizzles and pops through the sonic shrieks. Columbus 911, what's the address of your emergency? Patrick said in a nervous stutter. Miss Wilder leaned in toward the laptop. Is that the same number? No. A dial tone overtook the mysterious call. The otherworldly sounds ceased. Just like that, it was over. Confused, we all watched Patrick slide off his headset. Abby forced a smile. Who was that? I don't know, Patrick said. Playful, Tanaya confronted Miss Wilder. What's going on, Miss Wilder? That's 2 of them now. Is the connection working? Catherine asked. Like a politician fending off a barrage of questions, Miss Wilder waved us off. Trust me, it's normal. You're gonna get weird calls like that. Great, Patrick joked. Oh yeah, she's right, Kelly added. Her unwavering support of Miss Wilder still so extra. Not missing a beat, Miss Wilder turned her attention to Patrick. But you didn't hang up. That's good. Remember to never hang up, Tanaya playfully finished. Miss Wilder just gave her a weak smile. Right. I couldn't help but crack up. Even with the creepy static still stuck in my head, still replaying through my mind. I'm just telling y'all what to expect, Miss Wilder told us. You're gonna have to be professional when you get out on that floor. In a frenetic burst, the locked doorknob began rattling, as if the brass knob was pulsating to life. Quick, jarring turns. Startled, the whole class looked at it. We're in training, Miss Wilder shouted at the top of her lungs. Now she was in serious drill sergeant mode. The rattling grew slower, weaker. I'm sorry, but we're in training, Miss Wilder yelled. And the knob then faded to stillness, a slow death. Each of us stared at it. Beside a few forced giggles, laughs, smiles, we couldn't mask our unease. Miss Wilder's chuckles shattered the silence as she faced us. Well, well, now that's over with. And it's your turn, Abby. They wired Abby in, and then another call arrived. As the prize teacher's pet, Abby answered before the end of the first ring, before Miss Wilder could even jump in. And there was the same static, the same waves of scorched sound, a scrambled symphony.
Columbus 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Abby said into the mic. The static persisted, only now I could hear clear movement. We all could. Loud footsteps over the white noise. Staggering footsteps. Falling furniture. Confused, Miss Wilder leaned in closer toward the screen.
Columbus 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Abby repeated. Miss Wilder faced Kelly. That's the same number. Kelly checked on the screen. The fear made her eyes go wide. Oh my God, you're right. The one I did? Patrick asked. Behind a worried gaze, Miss Wilder stared at the laptop. At the exact same listed number. Yes, she said, her voice hindered by unease. That's the same one? Tanaya exclaimed. The static's scratching grew unrelenting, like a scratched record from hell. The sounds overwhelmed our minds. Trapped in an awkward silence, Abby turned to Miss Wilder for help. About the only thing she could do. A painful scream shot through the static. The voice was like a tortured singer on this messy electronica. The female scream was low but agonizing, and it soon gave way to desperate breaths. None of my classmates said a word. There wasn't even a lame attempt at humor amidst this shared terror. The woman's voice tried to break through the constant static.
Help! Help! Help me!
She was straining to say between the gasping breaths. Miss Wilder faced Abby. Talk to her, she said, unable to hide her trembling tone. In the call, the woman's heavy footsteps were heard stumbling around, her constant groans as painful as her scream. Like a deer in the headlights, Abby stared at the screen but couldn't utter a word. Paleness permeated her face.
Help me. Help me.
The woman said. The call ended before she could even finish, as if the woman's life support had been unplugged in one merciless pull. And with that, my friends, we have reached the second part to the story. It's going to be about 3 parts long, so keep those bells tapped and subscribe if you haven't. And there's all kinds of goodies coming up. So yippee-ki-yay, Musey lovers, come back, stay a while, get comfy, and let me entertain you. All right, my friends, my darlings, my loves, I will see you soon. And you might be seeing me in some unfamiliar places. And that's all I'm saying for now. And yeah, there's stuff coming up. So I will talk to you soon. Come back and let me entertain you. And now I'm repeating myself. So I will see you soon. Bye for now.